morning, PP2, and welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about living things. Now, what is a living thing? Now, in order to see if a thing is living or non-living, a living thing needs to follow 4 simple rules. So let's have a look at those 4 rules. Rule number 1, energy. All living things need some sort of energy. So for you and me, that means, for example, things like eating. Yes, we eat to get energy. Animals do the same things. But for plants, they get most of their energy from the sun and they get water from the ground. Okay, rule number 2. A living thing needs to reproduce. Now, to reproduce means to make more of itself. So again, with animals, that means little babies. So you get like this, little puppies or little kittens like this. For plants, it means they make seeds. And these seeds slowly grow into a new plant or flower. Which brings us to rule number 3. Rule number 3 means to grow and or change. So let's start with grow. What does it mean to grow? Well, to grow just means that you get bigger. You start off as a small little baby, like this, and then you slowly get bigger. You get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you eat too much, like me, you also get bigger and bigger and bigger that way. But animals aren't the only things that grow or change. Also, plants. So if you put a little seed in the ground, like you see in this picture over here, the seed will slowly grow and grow into another plant, or sometimes even a big giant tree like this one over here. Change. So some animals change a lot. Let's have a look, for example, at a frog. So a frog starts off as an egg, like you can see over here. When the frog comes out of the egg, it's a tadpole, which looks like this. It's just a little ball with a big tail. Then, after a while, it starts to grow some legs at the back. It still has its tail. Then, it starts growing front legs, like this one over here, and it's still got its tail. Now, eventually, it'll lose its tail, and it'll get bigger and bigger, and it'll be a frog, like this. So that means growing or changing. Okay, that brings us to the last rule for today. Rule number 4. Rule number 4 means being able to respond to your environment. Now those are 2 very difficult words. Respond and environment. Well, environment is easy. Environment just is the world around us. And to be able to respond to the world around us just means to adapt or change certain things about yourself. For example, if it gets really cold outside, we might put on a jacket or put on a hat, like this. Now, animals do the same thing. For example, when it gets really cold outside, the bear goes in hibernation. Hibernation means that it goes to sleep for a very long time, like you can see in this picture over here. Now, what do plants do to respond to their environment? Well, I keep talking about temperature, so let's keep going with that one. So in autumn, when it starts to get colder, most of the trees are starting to change color and their leaves fall to the ground. That's how the plants respond or react to their environment. So in order for something to be alive, it needs to follow all 4 of the rules. Not just 1 or 3 or 2, all 4. For example, let's have a look at your telephone. For example, your telephone needs energy. That's why you need to charge the battery. But it does not reproduce. It doesn't get bigger. And for example, a car can move. But again, it can't grow. It can't reproduce, but it does need energy, so it follows 2 rules. Okay, what are we going to do now? We're going to play a little game. I will show you a picture, and you need to tell me if it is living or non-living. Let's start with the first picture. Let's have a look. It is a cow. Can you tell me, is a cow living or non-living? Yes, very good. A cow is a living thing. Yes, a cow needs energy. It eats grass. It reproduces. That's why we have cute baby cows like this one over here. And those baby cows get bigger and bigger and bigger. And they respond to their environment. Like, for example, these cows standing under a tree when it's raining. Okay, let's have a look at the next picture. So what do we see over here? Over here we see a TV. Is a TV a living thing or a non-living thing? What's that? A little bit louder, please. Yes, of course. It's a non-living thing. All right, let's keep going, shall we? What do we have over here? It is a bird. Is a bird a living or a non-living thing? Correct. It is a living thing. Good job. Okay, let's do some more, shall we? What do we have over here? Ooh, it is a lion. Is a lion a living or a non-living thing? Yes, it is a living thing. Very good. Okay, what do we have over here? It is a sunflower. It is a sunflower. Now, is a sunflower a living or a non-living thing? Yes, it is a living thing. Okay, let's have a look at the last picture of today. What is it? It is a train. Is a train a living or a non-living thing? Good job! It is a non-living thing. Okay, that's it for today. You know what to do. You download and you print that worksheet and you will do your work at home. And we will see each other again next time. Bye-bye!